Hey guys, it's Jazzy right here, and I'm back with another video. So we're gonna keep it real because we have to. It's part of taking accountability, so you can move on. So y'all read the title. Yeah. When I would say between the ages of 11 and I want to say 23, I was trash. I was a trash person. Um, it is what it is. I was. Didn't take accountability, pointing the finger, reflecting, um, just being angry, treating people a certain type of way, being judgmental, you name it. I've done it. The only thing that I haven't been towards people is racist, homophobic, transphobic, um, things like that. But when it came to everything else and the choices that people would make, I was the person that would tell you, you're dumb, you're stupid, pretty much. Um, it's part of my story. And when I look back at some of my videos, even some of my videos on my channel, I'm just like, I don't even recognize who that person is. I don't. Growing up as a child, I was very passive, very quiet. Um, I didn't have that many friends. People would include me in their groups, kind of like people do now. But back then, I just didn't. I was a loner back then. Didn't talk. Didn't stand up to my for myself. Although I did have like a little bitty bully in the third grade, and I did stand up to him. I did, okay. But when it came to girls, I didn't really stand up for myself. I don't know. And then it wasn't until I was like 17 where I don't know. I went from being passive to being aggressive. Like I would. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna be the person that's gonna tell you like it is, whether you like it or not. I'm going to let you know what I stand for, and I'm not a follower. But there's a way of doing things. You don't have to be overtly aggressive to get your point across. And I'm not really liking my hair like this. What the hell is this? Like, I think I need to cut it a little bit more. I'm not fucking with it. But anyway, I was overtly aggressive. Pretty much, I will call you out in the most aggressive way possible. I've made some people angry, and there's a way of doing things. And back then, it's like I was just like, oh yeah, I told them, but then it's like, did I really have to say it like that? Did I really have to do it that way? And to like, I'll just put it this way: if you were friends with me from the time I was 17 years old to 23, I apologize if I came at you just very aggressive and rude, like said some things I probably shouldn't have said, speaking my mind. I apologize because I don't even know who that person was. I have no idea, you know. But I was projecting anger, especially if you were religious. I was always turning down religion because I have my own experience with religion, and I just feel like religion is not for me. And I feel like in my past, like my past life, I definitely was someone who was very aggressive, someone who liked for people to follow them, who actually expected people to follow her. That was that person in a past life. Even with my twin flame, which I don't know if I should do a video on the twin flame or not. I'm still trying to get a grasp of my own personal journey. But yeah, even with my twin flame, I felt like let's call it what it was. I was a bitch. Let's call it what it was. I was selfish, pointing the finger at him all the time, blaming him for everything, expecting him to follow me, you know, and do what I do. But I never really asked him what he wanted. And I never asked other people what they wanted and what they stood for. Which is why in this life I despise when people, well, I shouldn't say I despise it, but it's like I don't want to be worshipped. I don't want to be the person. I mean, when people say, "Oh, Jazz, I'm inspired by you, oh Jazz, I look up to you so much, and I wouldn't know what to do if you was in my." No, don't do that, because I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, but be your own person. Be your own person, because you can't be nobody else. Don't do what I do, because what I do may not necessarily work for you. And that's just fact, you know. I know I was a shitty person in the past life. And even in this life, I was a shitty person. It's just that I woke up and I got back on my journey, you know. And I feel like a lot of things that happened in my life, karma. The narcissist that came in my life, 2 exes and an ex-best friend, that was karma for me. And I know some people who know me in this life may not see it that way, because, oh, you're such a sweetheart. No, I was not a sweetheart back in the day. No, on the inside I was not. In fact, it used to confuse me as a kid when people would say, oh, she's such a sweetheart. Like, no, no. Like, I was mean as a child. I was mean and I was a loner. Okay. And people didn't know me. Like in elementary school, people didn't know me because I didn't allow people to know me. I didn't even allow people who I guess I considered to be my friends, because I was in a clique. They didn't even know me. If they watch my videos, this is probably the most they'll know, because it's like, yeah, she was really quiet. Even like my old homeboy who I went to high school with even said the same thing. Like, we didn't really get a chance to chop it up in high school because you were always quiet. Because I don't allow people to get to know me like that. I just don't. It's only so many people that I trust. And even then, I have issues with that. Because it seems like every single time I give even just a piece of myself, I get it thrown back in my face. But karma, you know, I think that's karma, because that's definitely something that I partook in, and definitely something that I definitely did in the past. So, with that being said, we all have been that person. And it takes time. Nobody wakes up and they're perfect. It takes time. And you have to remember, we live in a very judgmental, narcissistic society where we're told to look a certain way and be a certain way. And then if you do choose to look a certain way, oh, you must be doing that because you want to fit in with society. Whereas, no, we just doing it because we feel like it. We're just doing it because we feel like it. And what's so wrong with doing things because you feel like it? As long as you're not hurting anyone or hurting yourself, who cares? Who cares? And I'm at a point in my life, I'm still going to call out dust. I'm not going to troll as much, though, because that's another thing. I was big troll, but only because I'm sarcastic. So it's like, it's no point of arguing with someone who obviously lacks the brain cells. And who am I to change your mind? Who am I to try to make you see my point of view? Who are you to make me see yours? You feel how you feel, I feel how I feel, and let's just go off of that. No need to argue. No need to do any of that. It's doing nothing but giving energy. And I'm not going to be contributing to that anymore. And And the only time I would contribute to that is if you threaten my family, people I love. That's it. If you come for me personally, I'm not gonna do that, because I know who I am and I know what I've done in my life, and I don't have to explain myself to anyone. I mean, I'm explaining to you guys, but to people who don't have my best interest, who are you? You know? But when it comes to the people I love who cannot defend themselves, that's when I'm stepping in. That's a problem. And I feel like we all need to get on that tip, because that's part of the reason why this cycle keeps continuing, is because we contribute to it all the time. Let's stop doing that. Let's grow. You want the love of your life, you want your twin flame, you want your soulmate. You got to grow first. That's way more important than you actually meeting that person. You want to be healthy, you have to work towards that. You have to become that. You have to be a reflection. Do a reflection. It's very important. Very extremely important. That's what I'm doing. And whatever you choose to accept, whatever you want in your life, affirm it for the universe, as long as you understand what comes with that. So if you want to be an influencer, or you want to be a singer, or you want to be an actress, or you want to be a teacher, you want to be in a relationship, that's fine. But accept what comes with that. You have to accept the good and the bad. Polarity, duality. Those are two concepts. I feel like those are going to be the themes of this year. Understanding the good parts and the bad parts. Because sometimes when it comes to certain subjects, society only shows you the positives. They never show you the negatives. Like, for example, pregnancy or relationships. They don't really show you the bad sides. They don't. And when you think about the state of society, we got some clout chasers among us, because couples are in. And it's not easy to be in a relationship. It's not easy to be in a situation, and I've been in situations. Not easy at all. It's very time consuming. But if you can find you someone that can go on that journey with you, then that's really all that matters, as long as you work to keep it balanced. We have to find balance in our duality, balance in our polarity, balance in our thinking. Balance. That might be the major thing this year, is balance. So 2020, no, I would say 2019 was the awakening. 2020 was reflection. 2021 was accountability. This year is balance. And that's all I can say. I think I kind of went off track, but whatever. Make sure you guys subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, because like I said, we're going to be putting out content, major content. Even if I'm wearing a bonnet, we're going to be putting out major content. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye.